Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have learnt about production functions, isocost, isoquants and all those topics, right? In this video, we are going to learn about MRTS, which is related to the previous topics. MRTS stands for marginal rate of technical substitution. Okay, this is a very small concept and very easy concept. MRTS is nothing but marginal rate of technical substitution. Okay, so let us see what do you mean by this marginal rate of technical substitution. You have two input, let us assume that you have two input factors like labor and capital, and to which extent these two input factors can be substituted with each other so that the output will remain same. Output should remain same. Okay, first, let me tell you a small example with which you can understand this concept more clearly. Suppose, assume that you have a class and this class can exactly accommodate 20 members, 20 students, only 20 students exactly, not even one person more than 20 can be accommodated in this class. So if some other person, if some other 21st person wants to enter into the class, new person wants to enter into the class, then someone who is already existing in the class has to sacrifice their seat. That means someone who is already sitting in this class has to leave the class, then the seat which is vacant will be occupied by this person. So in the same way, in MRTS also you will be learning, what you will be seeing is when one of the factor is increased, then how the change will happen in the other factor. So that is what you are going to learn in this concept of MRTS, that is marginal rate of technical substitution. Okay, so we can tell the definition of MRTS as amount by which quantity of one input factor has to be reduced so that when another extra unit of some other input factor is added also, but the output should remain same. Okay, suppose let delta x1 be the quantity that you are adding, the new quantity that you are adding, and delta x2 be the reduced or replaced quantity. Already this is already existing and you are replacing this delta x2 by delta x1. Okay, clear? But whatever, however you replace, whether x1 with x2 or x2 with x1, however you replace, output should remain same at the end. This is our main motto. Output should always remain same. So you can mathematically express it as MRTS of x1 comma x2 will be equal to number of units of x2. x2 is nothing but replaced resource. How many units you are replacing is x2, delta x2. Then number of units of x1. Number of units of x1 is nothing but already, what is the amount of quantity that you are adding? x2 is amount of quantity that you are taking out from the existing quantity, and x1 is how much quantity you are adding into it. Okay, so MRTS of x1 comma x2 can be given by number of units of x2 by number of units of x1. Okay, what will you get from this? You can know how much one input can sacrifice while still maintaining the output same. That means how much units of x2 it can sacrifice by itself in order to accommodate x1 so that the output should remain same at the end. Okay, and you can also have another formula, marginal productivity of labor by marginal productivity of capital. That is nothing but MPL. MPL is nothing but marginal productivity of labor. This MPK is marginal productivity of capital, and that can also be represented as minus dk by dl. Minus dk by dl is nothing but change, you can say. Okay, so here you may get another doubt. What is the meaning of the word marginal productivity? So I will explain you what is marginal productivity. Suppose you have two input factors in order to determine an output. This output is depending on two input factors. Let us assume one is labor and the other is capital. It can be anything other than labor and capital. Let us assume that one is labor and other one is capital. What does marginal productivity means? If suppose there are 10 units of labor you are using, if this 10 units is changed to 11 units, then how the change is going to happen in this output. Okay, So, and the same with happens with capital also. So when you are increasing capital by 2 units or 3 units, suppose it is of 10 units and you are making it 12 units or 13 units, when you are increasing the capital or when you are increasing the labor, how the output is going to change? That means when you are changing one of the input factor, how that change is going to influence on the output, what is the how much amount of change is influenced. So that is nothing but marginal productivity of labor. Marginal productivity of labor is nothing but what is the change that you are going to observe in the output when labor is changed. Number of units of labor are changed. Marginal productivity of capital is nothing but what is the change in output that you are going to observe when number of units of capital is changed. That's all about the concept of MRTS, marginal rate of technical substitution. As I already said you, this is a very small concept and easy concept too. The only thing you have to remember is just remember this example and you can easily remember the entire topic. How much units of one input should sacrifice in order to accommodate the other input so that the output should remain same in the end. Okay, this is all about MRTS, marginal rate of technical substitution. Thank you.